Hello, welcome back, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, to another episode. And today we'll be doing a little bit of talk about football and the English Premier League in particular. As you can see, I'm wearing my team jersey. Chelsea didn't have the best of games today. A bit, well, I think underwhelming is me putting it kindly. I think the coach needs to do some changes as it relates to the goalkeeper, Edward Mendy. He's been atrocious of late, and I think he needs to be sitting on the bench. So that's my opinion. Thomas Tuchel came out after the game and indicated that he doesn't think Mendy will be fit for the Champions League game on Tuesday. But let's see how that one plays out. Seems as if he's saying Mendy will be spending some time on the bench, effective immediately. But before I even go into this one, big shout out to my sponsors, Quicklink Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. Quicklink Shipping, for all your shipping needs, reach out to Quicklink Shipping. They have you covered. And remember, folks, you can get through to Quicklink Shipping at 876-454-1979. They ship everything down in the country for you. Okay, so Quicklink Shipping, they have you covered. Check them out. Again, telephone number 454-1979. So big up Quicklink Shipping, RS Sports Store, the same for all your latest sporting clothing and apparel. RS Sports Store has you covered. And folks, if you're interested in advertising your business as well, there's an email address below in the description. You can reach out to Halftime TV. But let's get straight to this one. Leon Bailey, the young reggae boy, well, not so young these days, not so young. He's what, 25 years of age, made the move to Aston Villa. But this is his second season in. Last season, everyone was expecting him to come big. Didn't work out, hampered by injuries and all of that. But he came up big this time around, just when his manager needed him most. Aston Villa, they're yet to win a game this season. Well, in the English Premier League, Steven Gerrard, he's had an extremely torrid run of late as well. And I think had he lost this game to Manchester City, he would have been through the door. And we know folks are saying, oh, but they're up against Manchester City and we don't expect them to win against Manchester City. But significant investments have been made in this Aston Villa team. They brought in the likes of Emi Buendia, Coutinho, Leon Bailey, as I mentioned. All these fantastic players were brought in because they wanted to stabilize the team. They brought in Steven Gerrard, young manager as well, that they had high expectations of. They wanted it to stabilize as a mid-table or top half of the table team. Steven Gerrard, he's been very bad this season, and I must say himself, Frank Lampard, I can't even say they lived up to expectations because, well, they lived up to my expectations because I expected them to be bad. But for the average person, they would say that they have underachieved. They have underachieved, especially considering the squad they have. Steven Gerrard more so than Frank Lampard, but not straying away too much from the goal. Leon Bailey, he didn't have the best of game. I think his touches were just about 8 or 7 touches before he scored that goal. He was non-existent for most of the game. I think playing up against Manchester City, they oftentimes spend majority of the game on the ball. And if you're a team that's the lower half of the team, especially Aston Villa, or the lower half of the table, you don't expect to have much possession against Manchester City. What you need to do, however, is to make the best of that possession when you get it. And that's exactly what happened here. Aston Villa, they had a second goal chopped off because of the inept the ineptitude of the linesman who raised the flag, and there wasn't an offside. As a result, the goal was chalked off. Rightfully so, the referee blew the whistle before and all of that. But I won't get into that because I think Leon Bailey's goal definitely is the spark of positivity, or the bright light, the bright spark that this Aston Villa team needed. And let's see if Steven Gerrard can use this as a stepping stone. Let's see if he can build on this, because up to that point, Aston Villa, they weren't in it. They weren't in it any at all. They didn't look as if they were getting anything from the game. Manchester City, they created a number of chances. Emi Buendia made some big saves. But all in all, we expect Manchester City, especially with the quality that they have both on the field and coming from the bench, we expected them to win. But Leon Bailey, this is the quality we're talking about. And we've seen him play for Jamaica's national team as well. We haven't seen the best of him there either. And as I mentioned at the top of the show, he's been hampered by injuries. It's been a stop-start Aston Villa season or Aston Villa career for him. At one point, I think it was rumored that Ajax were interested in getting Leon Bailey as a replacement for Anthony, who made that move to Manchester United on the last day of the transfer window. But Leon Bailey, let's see if he can stay injury free. He's the type of player who operates with speed and pace and all of that. Very, very tricky player. And we find that players of his caliber, players who, that type of player, they oftentimes are susceptible to injuries. But if he can stay fit, we expect him to be one of the key cogs in this Aston Villa wheel throughout the rest of the season. Steven Gerrard, he will be smiling this evening. He will be extremely happy and a little bit more positive than Leon Bailey has been in his post-game interview. He spoke about it in his post-game interview. He mentioned that the manager should take credit for this one. He didn't make any of the players feel pressured. He allowed the players to go up there and express themselves, and that's exactly what happened. We see that Leon Bailey has a very good relationship with Steven Gerrard, and him coming up big for Gerrard when he needed him most is the type of things we love to see. But I'm curious to hear what you viewers and subscribers have to say. What are your reactions to that Leon Bailey goal? It's a big, big goal, a massive goal, not only for Leon Bailey, but for Steven Gerrard and for this Aston Villa team. Let's see if they can build on this one, because we definitely expect big things from him. Big things were expected. And there were even some folks who went as far as to call Leon Bailey a flop. I wouldn't say he's a flop. He's been hampered by injuries, and as such, we haven't been able to see the best of him. Arsenal, they are still on top of the table with 15 points. Manchester City, they are in second with 14 points. Tottenham in third with 14 points as well. Brighton with 10. Chelsea with 10. Liverpool with 9. Liverpool and Chelsea, they play the same amount of games. Liverpool has lost 1 and drawn 3. Chelsea lost 2 and drawn 1. So Manchester City, this is their second draw for the season. And again, title contenders, Erling Haaland, he looked impressive again, as we've seen throughout the season so far. 10 goals already, and the league hasn't even started a month. So less than a month in, and he's already scored 10 goals. He's already in double figures as it relates to the English Premier League. But let's see how this one goes. But Leon Bailey, big performance from him. Not only big performance, because I think having scored that goal, he grew into the game a little bit more. He was holding up the play. He was making intricate passes and that sort of thing. And sometimes a goal is what these players need. A goal or an assist, it lifts the mood, it lifts the spirit of the team dramatically. And we saw that in this game. The Reggae Boys players, they'll be looking on, they'll be cheering on Leon Bailey, because whenever we see our players doing well, whatever the league is that they're playing in, we take positives from that, because what that means is there's a high possibility that that form will be replicated in the national team. Mikel Antonio, he scored a little bit earlier in the game against Chelsea. Again, 2 Reggae Boys on the score sheet today, so that's good to see. That's very, very good to see. But I'm curious to hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. Let me know in the comment section. What are your reactions to that goal from Leon Bailey? Jacob Ramsey, he collected it just about 30 yards out. He made a dribble, took it down almost to the byline, and then he played it back a little bit out from between the 6-yard box and the 18-yard box, and Leon Bailey took it one time off the left top right-hand corner. Ederson didn't stand a chance. It flew by him. Well, yeah, that was a rocket. Like Ederson, but he couldn't react to that one. By the time he reacted, it was already in the back of the net. All right, so big goal, big goal from Leon Bailey. Big goal from Leon Bailey. He's 25 years of age, so not so much a young player anymore. We are expecting him to come of age any day now. And this, I am sure, is a step in the right direction. And if he can build on this, he possibly has a big season ahead of him. But again, folks, Let me know what your thoughts are. What are your takeaways from that one? And also in the other games, Chelsea versus West Ham. I think Chelsea were very, very fortunate. I think the referees, they're so incompetent this season. That foul on Edward Mendy should not have been a foul. Edward Mendy's decision making has been poor. He's been very bad of late. Aston Villa had a goal chalked off as well. Their game ended 0-0. And I mentioned this Aston Villa. Well, Newcastle had a goal chalked off, sorry. But Aston Villa versus Manchester City, Aston Villa had a Coutinho goal chalked off because of offside, which again, no offside was in play. But again, I want to hear what you guys have to say. What are your takeaways from this game week number 6? I know we still have some games to go. Manchester United, they take on Arsenal tomorrow, and we will be keeping a close eye on that. I think Leicester is playing as well. But again, we will be watching. We will be watching, and we'll see what comes of it. But Liverpool earlier on today in the Merseyside derby, they drew with Everton 0-0. I think Jordan Pickford, something out of this world has to happen in order for Jordan Pickford to miss out on that number 1 spot for England going into the World Cup. But that was a big game for him. I think he made like 8 saves. Liverpool had him working all evening, and if there was ever a point that you were wondering how much he's paid, I can't say this for sure that he earned that money this morning. The youngster Anthony Gordon that was looking to go to Chelsea. I think Chelsea had a bid of £60 million turned down. Thank God, because I think he looked totally out of it. He played when he wanted to. Considering Everton and Liverpool, the golfing quality with the two teams, you would have expected him to be running around the pitch, putting that energy. There were sparks that showed that he was capable of actually playing football. But again, going to a big club like Chelsea, you need to be running for 90 minutes, not walking and then getting in the game whenever the ball is in your team's possession. But again, Leon Bailey, big goal. Congratulations again on ensuring that Steven Gerrard faces another match week, or will he? Well, we're still yet to see. But big goal from Leon Bailey, big goal. He needed that boost in his confidence. Mikel Antonio, big goal from him as well, getting back into the starting lineup. Hopefully, Leon Bailey can build on this one for the rest of the season. He's a top talent, one of the most talented youngsters Jamaica has seen in quite a number of years. And having gone to the English Premier League, we expected big things of him. We expected things like these. It's like exactly 1 year since he last scored in the English Premier League. So we love to see stuff like these. And again, Leon Bailey, we're rooting for you. Big up yourself, big goal. And yeah, let's hear what the viewers have to say in the comment section. Until next time, peace out.